Eating on a budget doesn't mean eating wrong. These 12 foods are cheap, easy to find, and proven to build muscle. No supplements, no complexity, just real food that works. Eggs. One of the most complete muscle-building foods that exists. Each egg carries around 6 grams of protein and contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and grow muscle tissue. What makes them especially effective is the leucine content, the amino acid most directly linked to triggering muscle protein synthesis after training. The yolk adds vitamins B12 and D, plus healthy fats that support hormone production. They cost almost nothing, last days in the fridge, and require zero planning. Hard boil a batch on Sunday and you have protein ready all week. Scrambled before training, boiled as a snack, or as an omelet at dinner, they fit everywhere in your routine without effort or expense. Chicken breast. The most reliable protein source in a muscle-building diet. Per 100 grams, it delivers around 31 grams of protein with minimal fat, making it one of the leanest and most efficient foods on this list. The protein is highly bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs and uses it effectively after training. Buying in bulk or purchasing a whole chicken and portioning it yourself brings the cost per gram of protein down significantly. Season simply, bake or grill a large batch, and you have protein ready for several meals throughout the week. Pair it with rice and any vegetable, and you've built a complete muscle-supporting plate. Straightforward, scalable, and effective at every stage of training. Canned tuna. One of the highest protein, lowest cost foods available in any grocery store. A single can delivers around 25 grams of protein with almost no fat and very few calories, making it ideal for building muscle while staying lean. Tuna is also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce muscle inflammation after intense sessions and support faster recovery between workouts. It requires zero preparation. Open the can, and it's ready. Mix it with rice, add it to a salad, or eat it straight with a little olive oil. It's not glamorous, but few foods match it for protein per dollar spent. For anyone trying to hit daily protein targets on a limited budget, canned tuna is a non-negotiable staple. White rice. The most practical carbohydrate source in any budget meal plan. It digests quickly, replenishes muscle glycogen efficiently, and pairs with almost every protein on this list without complicating the meal. A cup of cooked white rice provides around 45 grams of carbohydrates with minimal fat and a small amount of protein. That fast-digesting carbohydrate is especially useful post-workout when your muscles need fuel to start the recovery process. Buying white rice in bulk makes it one of the cheapest foods per serving available. Cook a large pot, store it in the fridge, and reheat as needed. It keeps for several days and takes minutes to prepare, removing any excuse to skip a meal. Black beans. Affordable, filling, and more nutritious than most people realize. A cup of cooked black beans provides around 15 grams of protein, along with a significant amount of fiber and slow-digesting carbohydrates. That fiber keeps you full for hours and helps manage appetite when eating in a caloric surplus, useful for avoiding unnecessary junk between meals. Black beans are also high in iron and folate, which support oxygen delivery to working muscles during training. Canned versions are ready immediately with no preparation. Combine with white rice, and you create a complete protein source. Together, they cover all essential amino acids. Cheap, convenient, and a staple in budget meal plans for good reason. Bananas. The simplest pre-workout food you can buy. Bananas are loaded with fast-digesting carbohydrates and natural sugars that raise blood glucose quickly, giving you immediate energy before training. A medium banana provides around 27 grams of carbohydrates and 105 calories. It's also one of the best food sources of potassium, an electrolyte that regulates muscle contraction and prevents cramping during intense workouts. Beyond performance, the natural sugars in a banana combined with a protein source post-workout help trigger an insulin response that supports nutrient delivery to muscles. They're portable, require no preparation, and cost almost nothing per unit. Eat one 20 to 30 minutes before training and pair it with protein for a complete recovery meal afterward.
Sweet potatoes. One of the best carbohydrate sources for sustained energy. They digest more slowly than white rice, keeping blood sugar stable over a longer period, which is useful on rest days or during meals earlier in the day when you don't need an immediate energy spike. A medium sweet potato provides around 26 grams of carbohydrates along with vitamin A, vitamin C, and potassium.
Vitamin C plays a role in collagen synthesis, which supports joint health under the stress of consistent training. Sweet potatoes are inexpensive, easy to prepare, and naturally filling without adding much fat. Bake or boil them in bulk and store for the week. Pair with chicken or eggs for a complete and well-balanced muscle-building meal. Cottage cheese. Underestimated and highly effective. A cup provides around 25 grams of protein, primarily from casein, a slow-digesting form that releases amino acids gradually over several hours. That makes it especially useful before sleep, when your body enters its longest recovery window and muscles continue rebuilding through the night. Having a steady protein supply during that period makes a real difference in recovery quality. Cottage cheese is also high in calcium, which supports bone density under the demands of progressive lifting. Eat it plain, mix with fruit, or blend into smoothies. It's filling, simple, and affordable. If you're not already eating it before bed, adding it to your routine is one of the easiest upgrades you can make to your overnight recovery. Whole milk. Simple, calorie-dense, and consistently effective for muscle building. 1 liter provides around 32 grams of protein, a natural mix of whey and casein, along with healthy fats, carbohydrates, calcium, and vitamin D. The fat content is what separates whole milk from skim. Studies show whole milk consistently outperforms low-fat versions for muscle gain, largely due to its higher caloric density, which makes reaching a caloric surplus more manageable. For hard gainers especially, drinking a glass with each meal is one of the easiest ways to increase daily calories and protein without adding more food to the plate. Add to oats, smoothies, or protein shakes. Affordable, widely available, and one of the most complete single foods for building size. Peanut butter. Calorie-dense, filling, and one of the most practical foods for anyone who struggles to eat enough to grow. 2 tablespoons deliver around 8 grams of protein and roughly 190 calories. It's high in monounsaturated fats, which support heart health and hormone production, including testosterone, which plays a direct role in muscle development. For hard gainers who can't easily eat large volumes of food, peanut butter solves the caloric gap without requiring extra meals. Add it to smoothies, spread it on bread, or stir it into oats. Choose versions with no added sugar or hydrogenated oils. It's one of the most affordable ways to increase daily caloric intake while still getting useful nutrients, not just empty calories. Oats. A staple for sustained energy and an underrated protein source for a grain. A cup of dry oats has around 10 grams of protein and over 50 grams of complex carbohydrates that digest slowly, keeping blood sugar stable and fuel levels consistent through long or intense training sessions. That steady energy helps preserve muscle tissue from being broken down for fuel, important when training volume is high. Oats are also rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber linked to reduced inflammation and better cardiovascular function. They cost almost nothing and cook in minutes. Prepare them with milk instead of water to add protein and calories. Mix in peanut butter and a banana for a complete high-performance pre-workout meal that's cheap and takes under 5 minutes. Greek yogurt. A high-protein, gut-friendly food that fits at multiple points in the day. A single serving provides around 17 grams of protein from a mix of fast and slow-digesting sources. After training, it delivers amino acids quickly to begin muscle repair. As a snack between meals, it provides sustained nutrition without causing energy spikes or crashes. Greek yogurt also contains probiotics, which support digestive health, and a well-functioning gut absorbs nutrients more efficiently, directly affecting how well your body uses the protein you're consuming throughout the day. Choose plain, unsweetened versions to avoid unnecessary sugar. Add honey, oats, or fruit if you want more flavor or calories. Simple, effective, and easy to include in any daily routine without disrupting your budget. If you want all of this organized into a weekly meal plan with the right portions, meal timing, and combinations for your goal, the ebook in the description has everything laid out for you. Subscribe for more videos like this.